All right, our final guest of the day is House Speaker Paul Ryan. He joins us from Statuary Hall in the U.S. Capitol. Mr. Speaker, good morning to you. I know between now and the midterm elections, you're going to do all you can to raise money for Republicans and make sure that the Republicans don't lose the House. How are you going to do that?
First of all, good morning, Steve, Ainsley, and Brian. Great being back with you guys. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell the story of what we've done. Look, 2 years ago, we House Republicans ran on a platform called The Better Way, and then along with the newly elected President Trump, guess what we did? We did what we said we were going to do. We kept our promises, and we enacted a very promising agenda that is now occurring. And what's the result? We are stronger at home and abroad. We are rebuilding our military. We are confronting the opioids crisis. We're ending human trafficking. We are fixing things so that we improve people's lives. And so take a look. We now are showing that we are better off now. You can go to better.gop to see all the accomplishments that we, along with the president, have put into place to dramatically improve people's lives. We have 4% unemployment, more job openings than people looking for work in America today. Wages are up. The economy is soaring. These are good things and great results to run on. So we're going to talk to people. What do the Democrats want to do? They want to abolish ICE, a government guaranteed job. They want to get rid of private health insurance and have a government take over the health care system. They've gone so far left. So I think we have a great contrast, a really good track record, and a good story to tell. And that's what we're going to be telling this fall.
And Mr. Speaker, you did promise you were going to get another immigration bill out there, and you promised it to some Republican members, Dan Newhouse, Dennis Ross, and they want especially a guest worker program when it comes to a guest visa program when it comes to the farming. So what's the deal?
Well, so the very members that we've been working with have asked us to hold off on having that vote so that we can make sure that we have the votes to pass it when we bring it to the floor. This is a bill we don't want to bring to the floor to see it fail. We want to make sure that we have the votes before we bring it up. And so we've been working with these agriculture members so that we have the votes lined up before we take it to the floor. We're just not quite there yet. And so they want to spend this August break working on that, and that's what we're going to do.
So you only have 9 more full days. Jason Chaffetz was on with us earlier. He said there are only 9 more full days until the midterm elections. That's crazy. Right around the corner.
Yeah, right.
What'd you say?
We have a lot to do.
A lot to do. What's top? What's the agenda? What's the most important thing?
Just this week, we're going to finish our bill to rebuild the military, the Defense Authorization Bill. We're going to finish today our Career and Technical Education Bill, a complete overhaul of career and technical education. That's going to go, that's already out of the Senate now. We passed it out of the House. It's going to go into law. This makes 2-year school again. So this is our goal, to focus on closing the skills gap, to get people the skills they need to get good careers, defense. And then when we come back, we're going to work on making the tax cuts permanent. We've got appropriation bills we're going to be passing, and that's what we want to make sure is we don't want to have some big omnibus at the end of the day. We want to pass these separate appropriation bills, so we have a plan to do that. And then we have all these infrastructure bills that we're working through the system. This is the president's infrastructure agenda that we've been talking about, and we're very excited about getting these infrastructure bills done again as well.
And the president made it very clear last time he signed a big funding bill. He wasn't going to sign another one like that.
That's why we're trying to break it up into pieces, which is like the system, the way it's supposed to work. Like the old days. And the House has always done this, but the Senate hasn't. This year, the Senate actually, you got a new chairman over there, a guy named Dick Shelby. They're actually passing appropriation bills. So this year, hopefully, will be different because we have the Senate actually doing appropriations this year.
You're going to visit with the president today. You're going to tell him he's got $5 billion for the wall. Is that correct?
Well, look, we're going to talk to him about a whole slew of issues, but mainly how to get this appropriation process back on track so that at the end of the year we don't have one giant omnibus appropriations bill. Nobody wants that. The Senate is actually engaged, so we have a much better plan with the Senate to get appropriations done separately. And we really just want to get the military funded on time, on budget, on schedule this year, and that's the primary concern.
$5 billion accurate?